Transgender dolls are set to debut in Minnesota classrooms this fall. The taxpayer-funded paper dolls come with genitalia that can be removed and then swapped out. A therapist at the University of Minnesota Medical tells the New York Post that they spent over a decade developing the dolls. The goal is to help kids, quote, learn about the different options.
Leave the fucking kids alone, dude. What? How the fuck is this shit legal, bro? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm getting more pissed and pissed off by the day. Like, I'm getting more and more and more rage baited by the fucking day. All of my Mars energy is really starting to come to the fucking surface. Because why do... Bro, this is not even funny. Like, this shit actually makes me want to cry. Why do y'all keep pushing all this sexual shit on these kids, fool? Like, let these kids be kids, bro. Like, teach them shit about themselves appropriately at the appropriate age. Like, why do y'all keep pushing this sexual shit on these kids? Like, why y'all keep pushing all this LGBTQ, transgender, non-binary bullshit on these kids, bro? They already confused enough in life. Like, they already can barely understand math, can barely understand who the presidents are, why the presidents, the judicial system, the legislative system, the executive system. I say the system, the branches. Why do y'all keep doing this shit? Why? Why am I even asking myself this question? Who allowing them to do that? We gotta, I don't like getting into politics. I really don't, cause like, I don't fucking care. But I ain't gonna say I don't care. It's just, like, sometimes I feel like this not, I don't know. That ain't what I'm trying to get into in this video. I want to know why they feel like this is something that is appropriate or needed for some 4-year-olds. My daughter is about to be 4 years old. But I don't want to send my daughter to school and this is what they teaching my daughter. I'm going to yank her up at this school so fast. Argue with your mammy, don't argue with me. Like, I'm going to take her up at this school so fast and I'll just teach her at home myself. Because if this the shit they going to be teaching these kids, we might as well be teaching them ourselves in the house.
Said what I said.
Be doing it. But me personally, I've been homeschooled. I do not want to homeschool my kids. I don't want to homeschool my kids. I want my kids to go to a good school and a good school system. I don't want to homeschool my kids. But this is insane. Yeah, like, they are... First of all, I think that's way too young to even be teaching children about well, hold on. I ain't gonna say that. Because, you gotta let your girls know, like, hey, these areas on your body, like, should nobody be touching you there. You gotta teach your boys the same thing. Should nobody be touching you in these areas of your body. Right? You gotta teach them that young because... Yeah, like, it's kids out here, their parents don't be teaching them that, and these kids go through shit at home or wherever they be, and don't nobody be thinking that the kids got boundaries. They don't respect the child's boundaries. And then what happens is those little kids get around other little kids, and they don't respect other little kids' boundaries. Yeah. There's some real ass shit that be going on. It don't just be going on with black kids. It go on with black kids. It go on with white kids. It's been tons of times I've been on social media and I've seen, threads or posts about COCSA, which is child on child, you know what? And it's not something that just go on in the black communities. But it shouldn't be a part of the curriculum this young. Like, I feel like, yes, because I can remember, like, when I was in the 5th grade, they made that a thing. Like, they made it a requirement for us to sit in this class and learn reproductive health, and we had to learn about a period, and we had to learn about what we got on our body. I already knew because I had took it upon myself, like, even before that class, to like figure that shit out. And I mean, I don't. It just prepared me, like for when it happened. Like when it happened to me, I didn't cry, I didn't panic, because I already knew it was coming. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my period, and then it happened, and I'm just like, okay, like it's here. I didn't make a big deal about it, but this is a little too young. And then for trannies, like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all just put them people on their own island, own country. Like, I'm sure it's some rural areas in Canada that these transgender people can claim. Just keep it the fuck away from my kids. Like, I'm sorry, I don't need my kids no more confused about anything. Like, this fucked up ass government is already confusing enough. I don't need my kids being no further confused. Or really, I just don't. I feel like all of this stuff is a choice. It is a choice to be transgender. It is a choice to be bi, gay, whatever, any of them little alphabets. Like, there's a choice. Like, we put here on earth as people, and I mean, like, that's just the type of female I am. The only right way I know is heterosexuality. Like, and it's not because that's just my own personal belief. Like, I feel like that is the only right thing. Like, but yeah, I don't know what they got going on in Minnesota. Know what they got going on there. Like, and to me, that just only make a little child more curious to what's going on down there with other little kids. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, what the fuck? Mygender dolls that come with movable internal and external genitalia are educational toys for children ages 4 to 10. They will be placed in Minnesota classrooms and hospitals to help children express their sexual identities. A child should not have a sexual identity. That's my whole point of making this rant. A child should not have a sexual identity. They should have gender identities, and meaning, like, let your kids know what they are. Do not what's giving them an option. Look, I told my daughter, I said, do you know what you are? I'm like, do you know you're a girl? She was like, yes. I'm like, yes, you're a girl. I'm a girl. Your sister's a girl. She said something about boy. I'm like, no, we're not boys. We ain't gonna never be boys. God made us girls. I said, that is a boy. I'm obviously saying boy because, like, I mean, when she get a little older, yes, I'll explain woman and man. But I'm like, yes, you are a girl, and boys are the opposite of us. And that's it, period. I ain't finna say, well, you're a girl, but, if you want to be a boy, you can just sit up here and claim you want to be a boy. And I would tell my son the same thing. You are a boy. You ain't gonna never be no girl. Like, that is what God intended you to be. So, no, they should not have sexual identities. They definitely should be aware of their gender identity. And I just think it's fucking stupid to be sitting up here like, well, I was born a girl, but I'ma just choose to be a boy today. Or I was born a boy and I just choose to be a girl today. Like, no, that's actually a mental illness. Like, you are what you are. So, hit a nerve, and I just don't think it's cool, and I don't think they need to be putting that on children that young. And I think all of this stuff, really, they should, like, even if they was high schoolers, I feel like they should not be forced upon kids. This should be a choice that they make in their adulthood. But then I don't like how people be like, well, y'all try to force heterosexuality down everybody's throats. Like, nobody's doing it. That's natural law. Like, that's natural human law. There's always been heterosexuality. There's always been homosexuality. Homosexuality did not just come around in the 21st century. Homosexuality been around since the Egyptians been on the wall, like, or since the Egyptian era. Like, it's been going on. have 2 hours to sit up here and explain all of it. But it's never been going on. But yeah, I just don't think this shit cool. And I just, unfortunately, they're not gonna stop. They're making a lot of shit that's not okay try to seem like it's okay, and it's not right. So that's why it's important to educate your kids on what's right and what's wrong and what's an option and all of it. But and then I just want to add this: taxpayers will fund this type of bullshit, but taxpayers will not fund like the proper resources for families. Like y'all will fund this bullshit, but y'all won't fund like free childcare. Y'all won't fund free childcare or like assistive care for mothers and needs, but y'all will fund this bullshit. I just don't fucking understand. Like this what my money going towards? This what my tax dollars going towards? Like what the fuck? It's crazy. This is tax funded bullshit. Kids don't need to learn about little other options. Like, let them learn this shit when they get older. Like, I want to express why I feel the way I do about this shit because because transgenderness and having a super big badonkus ass booty and all that shit stems from porn. And you start introducing this shit to a child at a young age, they just make their mind more curious, like, well, what else is out there? What does a penis look like? What does a vagina look like? Come on now, y'all. Y'all know I'm not lying. Like, I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny at the same time. Like, you start introducing a child to this shit, like, they're going to get curious. And come on now, like, no. All this LGBTQ shit, that shit is some porn categories food. I just wanted to add that into my video as well. And y'all let me know what y'all think, because I just think this is fucking ridiculous. Like, it's just sad and food. Like, it's like no matter where you go, you cannot escape this shit, food. And you know what really pisses me off? Like, I could be watching a good ass show. Like, I was getting into this good ass show, right? And I'm like, damn, I like this little show because it was a spinoff to another show that I was watching before. And I was like, you know what? I like this. I finally found me something to watch that will keep my attention span. And boom, what they do? They put a motherfucking lesbian in the shit. Hey, I'm me. I have my right to my free opinion and my freedom of speech. They put some motherfucking lesbian shit in here. Next thing I know, I feel very fucking uncomfortable because I just want to watch a show. I don't want to watch no porn. And even if I did want to watch porn, that's not the category I'm finna fucking click on. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Pissed. I'm really pissed. I'm not. But this is just irritating. So yeah, I'm talking to y'all.